It's time to get in the kitchen. If you're in danger of effing up, make sure you stick around to hear a roundup of recipe apps for the iPhone that will save your booty.
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook at www.audiblepodcast.com/appjudgment.
Welcome to App Judgment, your source for the top app news. My name is Stephanie, and I'm what you'd call a lover of food in general. But it hasn't always been easy for me in the kitchen. Many times the art of cooking can be hit or miss, especially when you're learning about a whole world of ingredients. Lucky for you, the iPhone can pretty much help you to do anything, especially finding recipes and learning how to cook. When it comes to learning, who doesn't love visuals to go along with ingredients and instructions? It's harder than it sounds to find good photos that outline every step of the meal process, and that's why the photo cookbook caught my eye. Priced at more than a couple of bucks, it took convincing to try this app out. But once I saw the gorgeous, bright photos specifically taken to teach you what each ingredient is and how to prepare it, I was drawn in. Each ingredient has a description, recommendations on how to prepare, and preparations for different cuisines. If you're cooking in other countries, you'll also find the ingredients named in German, French, Spanish, and Italian. Above all else, this app has realistic recipes of foods that I love based on food types. Hot and sour soup, honey glazed roast pork, and crab wontons, here I come. But if you want even more recipes with a practically endless source, let's look into Epicurious, a free app for the iPhone. Epicurious is a wonderful community of foodies offering top-rated recipes for any meal or a little snack you're looking for. They've packed their foodie goodness into an iPhone app that you can keep nearby as you're in the kitchen or in the grocery store. Search for a specific recipe or ingredients here, or simply tap a category to see the best magical mixtures voted on by others who would use the recipe again. When you see something that you like, go ahead and either add the ingredients to your shopping list, check out some user-submitted photos, read the reviews, or simply get cooking. If you like what you're eating, go ahead and save the recipe as a favorite because we definitely need some go-to meals when you're out of dinner ideas. Now, some of the recipes tend to be long-winded and harder to follow, but it's not any harder than what you're used to from a printout. You can do it. Next, we will hear about a name we all know and love, Betty Crocker. Hear about how to access these trusty recipes after we hear from our sponsor.
So, Mauricio, you and I did an episode of App Judgment about running apps.
Yes.
And one of my favorite things to do while running, in order to keep me engaged in running long distances, is to listen to audiobooks.
That's what I do too.
Because it makes you're listening to a story, and you want to keep running so you can listen to the rest of the story.
You kind of get lost in the book, and you forget you've been running for like half an hour or more.
I've been listening to, there's a brand new book based on a guy who's been around for a long time, died a long time ago, the autobiography of Mark Twain. I've been listening to that while running.
I heard of that guy.
And it's thoroughly engaging.
That's cool.
And
so this is the new series where like he kept it locked up for 100 years?
Yeah. So there's an audio recording of it, and they put it out on Audible where you can get it, along with 75,000 additional titles to choose from. You can download them to your iPod MP3 player and play back anywhere, anytime. You can choose from books in every genre: science fiction, thrillers, drama, comedy, business, history. You get the picture.
That's awesome. You should go to audiblepodcast.com/appjudgment to get a free audiobook download of your choice when you sign up today.
You know what my recommendation is? Plenty more to choose from.
Yep.
Oh, Betty Crocker, I need to make a big ham and that pig is just so much for me to handle. Do you think you can save the day with your iPhone app? This free app has over 9,000 kitchen-tested recipes. Supposedly, it's like having Betty Crocker right there in your kitchen helping you cook and save money. When you open the Betty Crocker Cookbook app, start by either searching for a specific meal or if you've got some specific around-house items that you're looking to use, browse by ingredients. Quickly scroll through the recipes and see how long prep cook and total cook time you'll need. I do wish we could sort by cook time because we all could use a few more hours in a day, but hey, Betty Crocker is the only app that shows us this information up front while browsing. Some recipes have photos and some are missing, but the recipe information is all there for you to follow, email, or save to your favorites for later. An extra feature is the coupon area, but this requires a sign up to a third-party source, which doesn't really jive with me. But if you do indeed sign up, you can get coupons by grocery store or by item. Now, that's a lot of food info, but you can use this during the holidays and beyond, even for everyday meals. If you're new to the kitchen, the photo cookbook will teach you about ingredients, equipment, and technique for preparing a meal. It's a heavy investment and the recipes are more limited than other apps, but they're all quality and come with great visuals. Download the photo cookbook for the iPhone. Epicurious will give you an amazing variety of professional and user-submitted food favorites for you to follow, not to mention it has a slick interface that helps you keep organized while shopping. Make sure to download Epicurious for the iPhone. And lastly, Betty Crocker. The iPhone app could use an iOS 4 visual update, and the coupon area is a bit of a mess, but this free app gives tested recipes, and I'm down with that. Download Betty Crocker for the iPhone. So hopefully, after hearing about these apps, you'll go into the kitchen as a confident, beautiful chef who will successfully fill the bellies of your loved ones this season. Again, I'm Stephanie, and if you made any amazing meals using these apps, let me know. Send me a Twitter message at Marilee, or give AppJudgment a shout on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or on our home at revision3.com. Thank you so much for watching, and happy cooking!